The first lesson a Spartan boy learned wasn't how to fight, it was how to starve. The second was how to steal. If he was caught stealing food from the barracks, he wasn't punished for the crime of theft. He was beaten mercilessly, sometimes to the point of collapse, for the far greater crime of being caught. This single brutal lesson formed the foundation of his entire existence. It taught him that success is everything, and failure is not an option. This is the story not of Sparta's glory, but of the systematic destruction of the human soul required to achieve it. At the age of 7, the state claimed you. You were ripped from your family and plunged into the Agoge, a 13-year crucible of pain designed to burn away every shred of individuality. You were given one thin cloak for the entire year. In the biting winter, it was not enough. In the scorching summer, it was too much. You slept on a bed of sharp reeds you had to cut and gather yourself without a knife. You were fed just enough to survive, but always left with a gnawing, agonizing hunger. This wasn't just about toughness, it was psychological warfare. A hungry wolf is a better hunter. The training was a theater of cruelty. At the festival of Artemis Orthia, boys were forced to run a gauntlet to snatch cheeses from an altar, while older men flogged them with whips. It wasn't a test of speed, but of will. Some boys died right there at the altar, their blood feeding the goddess. To die was an honor. To cry out in pain was the ultimate disgrace. And when you finally graduated from the Agoge at age 20, you weren't free. You were now required to join a syssicion, a communal dining mess with 15 other men. You would eat every meal with these men for the rest of your life. It was your new family, forged in shared suffering. But even here, there was a test. To be accepted, you had to be voted in unanimously. A single black pebble cast in a jar by one of your peers, and your life was effectively over. You would become an outcast, a ghost in a society that valued only the pack. This is the man who stood at Thermopylae, a man engineered to feel no fear because he had no self to protect. He had no personal property, no individual dreams, no emotional attachments beyond his unit. He was a perfect weapon, hollowed out and aimed by the state. He didn't fear death because his life had been a meticulously crafted preparation for it. He was already a ghost. This brings us to a question that cuts to the heart of what it means to build a society. Imagine you had the power to guarantee the absolute safety and survival of your nation, your people, your family. But the price was putting every child through the Agoge system. Knowing everything you know now, would you make that choice? Would you sacrifice the soul of your child to save the body of your nation? Let us know your difficult answer in the comments below. And if you appreciate history that makes you think, subscribe to Sidway's History for more.